Good evening. It is Sunday, August 26th, late night. Well, I wouldn't say that late. We are just getting back from hospital, if you will, dealing with some health challenges in the family. And we know that life is held in the hands of God. So either which way the Lord deems it, this will forever be a record of struggle. So with that being said, of course, you know, Sunday is the day of worship, Most High God. It's your man Earl, www.deuceswild22.com. We are still at it. Today is day 238. Day 238. Late evening at the home office. Getting it in best we know how. Want to give this to you. Really, two things equals the third thing. People ask me, and all the time, what are we, or why do we do? Yesterday we talked about establishing your why, not finding your why, establishing your why. Why? Because if you find something, then you can go ahead and lose it again. But when you establish something, you spend the time to build the foundation, dig out what needs to be dug out, fine-tune it, and then you really articulate why you do something. Today, I want to help you understand how do you establish freedom. Okay, because obviously money's not enough. We talked about that yesterday. Material items aren't enough. You got to have something that is greater than material items. You got to have something that's greater than money, because there is a point in time when you can have so much money, and there's a point in time where you can have so much material wealth, if you will. It doesn't matter. So today I'm going to give you two things, okay? Two things in business that you need to understand that will equate to the ultimate core item, which almost every entrepreneur and business investor looks for, which is freedom. And how do you establish that freedom? How do you build that freedom? Well, it's really two things. It's your list of priorities, and it is your ability to keep boundaries within yourself and others. So when you prioritize and you keep good boundaries, that equals freedom. Okay, so today's subject matter is to prioritize, and boundaries equals freedom. I strongly suggest making a to-do list and add to it, take away, add to it, take away. I just now started to do stuff on a monthly basis. I have these huge 4x4 dry erase boards, put the calendars on them per month, and using sticky notes, and it is working phenomenally to help me prioritize, to keep myself balanced and freedom. Okay, because your life can become overwhelming if you let it. You can let things that are not really important dominate things that are important. Okay, it's not necessarily about what's big, what's small. It's about what is productive and what is non-productive. Okay, you have to set up systems that will help you manage not just your time, but money, resources, money going in, money going out. And that all falls to me under priorities. You got to have your priorities straight. And it's going to take you some time to do that, because nobody likes to be held to a schedule. Nobody likes to be held to account. Nobody likes to be held accountable for what they say or do. But when you prioritize yourself, you are holding yourself accountable. Okay? The second thing is boundaries. And this is where it gets wild, because as entrepreneurs, sometimes we don't have any lines. We are who we are. Our business is us, and we are our business. But we have to have boundaries, right? Because people need to learn how to access you at the right time. And then you have to be able to pull back and say, hey, listen, I got to take 5 hours, 6 hours, okay, for my family. I have to take 6 hours for myself. That sounds very interesting, but there has to be a balance there. All right? As entrepreneurs, you must know and understand that your business is really an extension of yourself, your ego, your identity, your quality of life, and how you believe life should be lived. Okay? But a lack of boundaries is not good, because you won't be free. Okay, you don't set up a business to become a business hostage. And a lot of people do that. I see a lot of people start a business and then the business owns them. Okay? But to gain freedom, it's self-discipline. And I'll add this layer to it. It's superior self-discipline, which means you have to let things go that are not important. Okay, and as your business grows, empower other people to handle meaningful tasks that you can teach someone else to do. Not meaningless, meaningful tasks. There's a difference. Okay? Start today. Start saying, I'm going to gain a little bit more freedom today. I'm going to gain 15 minutes. I'm going to gain an hour. I'm going to gain 5 minutes of freedom. And how do you get that? By having priorities and having boundaries. It's your man Earl, day 238, Sunday late night. About to get some rest here. Day 238, August 26th. How to gain freedom, priorities, and setting boundaries. Make that to-do list. It's your man Earl. Peace.